rascal, what thou might slide the bottom of the washing of 10 times.
He'll be hanged yet, though every cup of water swear and gape it wide as the glass.
Let's all think with the king.
Nay, let's take leave of him.
Now I would give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground, long heath, brown furs, anything. The wills of mouth be done that I would fain die a dry death.
By your heart, my dearest mother, you have put the wild waters in this roar. Allay them! The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the weltered sheet, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer.
Be collected. No more amazement. Tell your piteous heart there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day!
No harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, of thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospera, mistress of the full porcel in thine, O great mother.
Oh, more to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee, father. Lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me. So lie there, my art. Oh, wipe thou thine eyes, have comfort. The very direful spectacle of the rack, which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have with much provision in mine heart, so safely ordered that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as in air, but to any creature in the vessel, which thou heardst cry, which thou sawest sink. Oh, sit down, for thou must no farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour's now come. The very minute bids thee ope thine ear, obey, and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not doubt 3 years old.
Certainly, miss, I can.
By what? By any other house or person? Oh, of anything the image tell me that hath kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Thou hadst, and more, Miranda. But how is it that this leaves in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backwards, and abysm of time? If thou rememberest not ere thou camest here, how thou camest here thou mayest.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since, thy mother was the Duchess of Milan, a princess of power.
But are you not my mother?
Thy father was a piece of virtue, and he said thou wast my daughter. And thy mother, the Duchess of Milan, and thou, her only heir, a princess. No worse is she.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was it we did?
Both my girls, foul plays thou sayest. We were heaved thence, but blessedly hope hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think that the team that I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance, please you farther.
My brother and thy uncle called Antonio, I pray thee mark me, that a brother should be so perfidious. He who next thyself of all the world I loved, and to him put the marriage of my state, as at that time through all the signories was the first. And Prospera, the prime duchess, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without a parallel. Those being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state through stranger being racked and transported in secret studies. Thy false uncle dost ever tend me?
Yes, most heedfully.
Being once perfected in how to grant suits, he was now the ivy which had hid my womanly trunk and sucked my verdure out. Thou attendst not.
Oh, good miss, I do.
I pray thee mark me. He being thus lorded, not only with what my revenue yielded, but what my power might else exact like one who, having needed truth by telling of it, made such a sinner of his memory to credit his own lie. He did believe he was indeed the Duke out of the substitution and executing the outward face of royalty with all prerogative. Hence, his ambition growing. Knowst thou here?
Your tale, miss, to cure deafness.
To have no screen between the part he played and him he played it for, his needs will be absolute Milan. So dry he was persuaded the King of Naples to give him annual tribute, do him homage, subject his coronet to his crown, and bend the duchy, yet unbound, alas for Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens!
Now the condition. The King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he, in lieu of the premises of homage, and I know not how much tribute, should presently extirpate me in mine out of the duchy and confer fair Milan upon my brother. Whereon a treacherous army levied with midnight, baited to the purpose did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness the ministers for the purpose heard thanks me, and not cry himself.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. My tale provokes such a question. Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me, nor set a mark so bloody on the business, but with colours fairer painted their foul ends. In view they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a run, carcass of a butt, not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, cherubim, thou wast that did preserve me.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water, from noble Neapolitan Gonzala, out of her charity, who being then appointed master of this design, did give us with rich garments, linens, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have stated much. So of her gentleness, knowing I loved my books, she did furnish me from mine own library with volumes that I prized above my duchy.
Would I might but ever meet this woman?
Oh, stay still, and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here in this island we arrived, and here am I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princesses can that have time for vainer hours and tutors not so careful.
And heaven thank you for it. And now pray you, for still 'tis beating in my mind, your reason for raising the sea-sword?
No, thus far forth, by accident most strange, bountiful fortune, now my dear lady hath mine enemies brought to the shore. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined. Sleep. 'Tis a good dullness in good way. I know thou canst not choose. Come away, servant, come. Approach my Ariel, come.
All hail, great Queen! Brave Dame, hail! I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding, task Ariel in all her qualities.
Hast thou spirit performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article, I boarded the king's ship, now the waist, the beak, the deck, in every cabin I flamed abasement. Oh, the fiery cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit was so firm, so constant that this coil would not affect her reason.
Not a soul that felt the fever of the mad and played some tricks of desperation. The king's son, Ferdinand, then with hair upstanding, then like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leapt, crying, "How empty all the devils are here!"
This was well done, my spirit, but was not this my shore?
Oh, close by this.
But are they Ariel safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou badest me, in truth, I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son, Ferdinand, had I landed by himself. In an odd corner of the isle, there cooling the air with sighs, his arms in a sad knot.
Of the king's ship, the mariners, say that was disposed and the rest of the fleet.
Well, safely in the harbor is the king's ship. As for the rest of the fleet, which I dispersed, they are all met again upon the Mediterranean, and bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great person perish.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed, but there is more work. What is the time of day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time betwixt 6 and 9 was by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what was promised and not yet performed.
How now, moody? What is it thou canst demand?
my liberty, before the time be out no more. I pray thee remember I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lies, made thee no mistaking, served without grudge or grumbling, and thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Hast thou forgot from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou hast, and thinks it much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp winds of the north, to do meat business in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost.
I do not.
Thou liest, malignant thing. Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, whom with age and envy was grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
No, mistress.
Thou hast. This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child and here left by the sailors. Refusing her grant hath she to confine thee into a cloven pile, within which ripped in prison thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died, and left thee there to vent thy groans as fast as mill wheels strike. Then was this island, save for the sun she did litter here, a freckled whelp, hag bore, not honored with the human shape.
Yes, Caliban.
Stopping I say so, he that Caliban whom now I keep in my service. It was mine art when I came and heard thee that made give the pine and let thee out.
Thank thee, mistress.
If thou more murmurest, I will rent an oak and peg thee in its knotty entrails.
Did I pardon, mistress? I will be correspondent to command him to my spring gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble mistress. What shall I do? Say, what shall I do?
Go make thyself like a nymph of the sea, be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go take the shape and hither covenant. Go hence with diligence. Awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
The strangeness of your story puts a heaviness in me.
Shake it off. Come on, we'll go visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields his kind answer.
'Tis a villain, miss. I do not love to look on.
But as it is, we cannot miss him. He does fetch on fire, fuels our woods, and serves in offices to profit us. What ho, slave! Caliban, thou earth, thou speak.
There's wood enough within.
Come forth, I say, there's other business for thee. Come now, tortoise, way! Oh, fine apparition, my quaint Ariel, hearken thy ear.
My lady, it shall be done.
Thou most poisonous slave, God by the devil himself, upon thy wicked dare come forth!
As wicked too, as ere my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fed, drop on you both. The southwest blow on you and blister you all over.
For this be sure, tonight thou shalt have cramps, side stitches that shall pen thy breath up.
I must eat my dinner. This island's mine, by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, I loved thee and showed thee all the qualities of the isle. I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you sty me in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
Thou most lying slave, whose stripes may move not kindness. I have used thee, filth as thou art, with human care, enlarged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Would it had been done, thou didst prevent me. I would have peopled else this isle with Calibans.
Aborted slave, which any print of goodness wilt not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour when thou didst not, savage, know thine own meaning, but would gabble at the thing most brutish. I endowed thy purposes with words to make them known.
You taught me language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. The red plague were you for learning me your language.
Curse thee, haste! Fetch us in fuel and be quick. Thou art best to answer other businesses. Shruggest thou malice? If thou dost neglect, or dost unwillingly what I command, I will rack thee with old cramps, fill all thy bones with aches, and make thee roar that we shall tremble at thy din.
No, pray thee. must obey. Her heart is of such power that she would take my dams, God said of hosts, and make a vassal of me.
So, slave, hence!
Some god of the island, sitting on a bank, weeping again, thinking my father died. His music crept by me upon the waters, laying both their fury and my passion sweet. Thence I have followed it, or it hath drawn me rather. Oh, but 'tis gone. No, no, no! It begins again! This ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound. As the earth owes, I hear it now above me.
The frigid current of thine eyes advance and save thou seest yond.
What is it? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, miss, it carries a brave form. But 'tis a spirit.
No, wench, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have such. This gallows which thou seest was in the rack, and body something stained with grief, that's beauty's canker. Thou mightst call him a goodly parson. He hath lost his fellows and Joyce about to find them.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
God goes on, I see, as my soul promises. Spirit, fine spirit, I shall set thee free within 2 days for this.
Oh, most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend, vouchsafe my prayer, may know if you remain upon this island, and that you may some good instruction give how I may bear me here. Oh, my prime request, which I do last pronounce as though you wonder if you be made, or no.
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
Oh, my language, heavens, I am the best of thee that speak this speech. Were I but where 'tis spoken.
How? The best. What wert thou if the King of Naples heard thee?
A single thing as I am now that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and that he does I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since it beheld the king, my father.
Alas, for mercy.
Yes, faith. All his lords, the Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain.
The Duchess of Milan and her more braver daughter could control thee if thou wert fit to do it. Oh, at first sight we've exchanged eyes. Delicate Ariel, I shall set thee free for this. A word, good sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my mother so ungently? This is the second man that e'er I saw, the first that e'er I sighed for. Oh, pity move my mother to be inclined my way.
Oh, if a virgin...
So, sir, one word more. I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lady Arms.
No, as I am a man.
Well, there's nothing ill to dwell in such a temple. If the ill spirit had so fair a house, good things would strive to dwell with it.
Come, follow me. I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh brook mussels, withered roots and husks, wherein the acorn cradles. Follow.
No, no, I shall resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power.
Mother, make not too rash a trial for him, for he is gentle and not fearful.
What I say? My foot, my tutor? Put thy sword up, traitor, who makest a move but darest not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. Come from thy board, for with this stick I here can disarm thee and make thy weapon drop.
Beseech you,
Hang not on thy garment.
please have pity. I'll be his surety.
Silence! One word more shall make me chide thee, if not, hate thee. What did I say? An advocate for an impostor? Thou thinkest there's no more such shapes as he, having seen but him in Caliban. Foolish wench, the most of men this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambitions to see a goodlier man.
Come on, obey. My nerves are in their infancy again and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's lost. Weakness, which I feel nor this woman's threats, to whom I am subdued, are but light to me. Might I, but through my prison once a day, behold this maid. All those quarters of the earth let liberty make use of. Space enough have I in such a prison.
It works. Thou hast done well, fine Ariel. Come, follow. Hark what thou shalt do me.
Be of comfort. My mother is of a better nature, sir, than she appears by speech. This is unwanted which now came from her.
Thou shalt be free as mountain winds, but then exactly to a point of my command. To the syllable. Come, follow. Speak not you for him.
Ooh.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause, so have we all of joy, for our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the masters of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace. He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him more so.
Oh, look, she's winding up the watch of her wit. By and by, strike.
Sir,
Ah, what? Tell
when
me.
every grief is entertained that's offered comes to the entertainer,
$1.
dolour comes to him. Indeed, you have spoken truer than you have purposed.
You have taken it wiselier than I knew you should.
Therefore, my lord,
If I were to spendthrift is she over tongue.
I prithee, spare.
well, I have done, but yet,
She will be talking.
Which, for a good wager, first begins to crow, she or Adrian?
For your pen.
The cockerel.
Done. The wager?
A laughter.
A match.
Those are
So you'll pay.
uninhabitable and almost inaccessible.
Yet.
Yet, these must be subtle, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate wench.
Aye, and subtle, as he most learnedly delivered.
The air breathed us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs, and rotten ones.
but the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit,
As many vouch verities are.
that our garments, being as they were drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
And sowing within the kernels of the sea, bring forth more islands.
Aye.
Why, good time.
So we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were in Tunis, at the marriage of your daughter who is now queen.
And the rarest that ever came there.
Bait, I beseech you, Widow Dido.
Oh, Widow Dido. Aye. Widow Dido.
Is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as the day I first put it on? I mean in a sort.
That sword was well wished for.
When I wore it at your daughter's marriage,
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense, when I had never married my daughter there. Coming thence, my son is lost, and my rate, she too is far from Italy removed. I never again shall see her. Thou mine heir of Naples and Milan, what strange fish hath made us kneel on thee?
Sir, he may live. I
saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water from his emanating, flung aside his breast of the surge most swollen that met him. His bold head both the contentious slave and ordered himself with his good arms and lusty strokes to the shore. That over his wayward his goddess, stooping to relieve him. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No! No, he's gone.
My good sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss that would not bless her with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African, where she is at least banished from your eye. Who hath the cause to wet the grief on it?
Prithee, peace.
Had I plantation of this isle, my lord,
She'd sow it with nettle seed.
Or docks, or mallows.
and were the queen on it, what would I do?
Escaped being drunk for want of wine?
In the Commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things, for no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate, letters should not be known. Riches, poverty, and use of service, none. Contract, succession, born, bound of land, tilled vineyard, none. No occupation, all men idle, all. And women too, but innocent and pure. No sovereignty.
Yet she would be queen on it. The latter end of her commonwealth forgets the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind all poison, all abundance to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among her subjects.
None man, all idle, whores and knaves.
I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save her majesty!
Long live Gonzala!
And do you mark me, sir?
Prithee, no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to administer occasion to these gentlemen who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always use to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Whom in these kinds of merry foolings am nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
What a blow was there given.
And it had not fallen flat long.
You two are gentlemen of brave mettle. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would so. And then go bat fouling.
Nay, good my lady, be not angry.
No, no, I warned you. I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Now will you laugh me to sleep, for I am very heavy?
Go, sleep and hear us.
While so soon asleep, I wish mine eyes would themselves shut up my thoughts. I feel they're inclined to do so.
Please you, sir. Not omit the heavy offer of it. Sleep seldom visits sorrow, when it doth. 'Tis a comforter.
We two will guard your person as you take your rest, and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of the climate.
Why doth it not then our eyelids sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all as by consent, as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian, oh, what might? No more. And yet, methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What stuff is this? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do. And surely it is a sleepy language, and thou speakst out of thy sleep. What a strange repose this is.
Noble.
To be asleep, with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lett'st thy fortune sleep, die rather, winkst whilst thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly, but there's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You should speak too, if heed me, which to do so, trebles the oar.
Well, I'm standing water.
I shall teach you how to flow. Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
Aye. He's gone.
And who then is the next heir of Naples?
Claribel.
Aye. She that is queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can have no note, unless the sun were post. If the man in the moon's too slow, till newborn chins be rough and razor. Say this were death that now had seized them. Why, they were no better than they're now like. There be those that can rule Naples as well as he that sleeps, as well as ladies that can prate as amply and unnecessarily as this Gonzala. I myself could make a cough of as deep chat. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep be this for your advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your fortune tend to your own content?
I do remember you did supplant your sister Prosper.
True, and look how well my garment sits upon me, much feeter than before. My sister's servants were once my fellows, now they are my men.
But for your conscience?
Aye, sir. Where lies that? If 'twere a kite, 'twould put me to my slivers, but I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences stand twixt me and Milan, and candid be they, to err ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the ground he lies upon, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, could lay to bed forever. Whilst you, doing thus to the perpetual wink for eye, could do the same to this ancient morsel, this Miss Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. As for the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk. They'll tell the clock any business that we say befits the hour.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou goest Milan, I shall come by Naples. Draw your sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together, and as I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it upon Gonzala.
Aye. But one word.
My mistress, through her art foresees the danger that you, her friend, are in, and so sends me forth, or else her project dies, to keep you living.
Then let us be sudden.
Now away, away of the king!
Away. No. Oh, away! Why you draw? Wherefore this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Well, we stood here, securing your repose. We heard a sound, like a burst of bellowing bulls, or rather lions. Did not wake you, it struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, sure, it was a din to frighten the monsters here. To make an earthquake. Surely it was a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this time.
Upon my honor, sir, I heard a humming, and that a strange one, which did awaken me. I shaked you, sir, and cried. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise, that's verily. 'Tis best we stand upon our guard, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead off this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the island.
Lead away.
Prosper, my lady, will know what I have done, so, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs Fens flats unprosper fall and make her by each meal a disease. Her spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. They'll nor pinch, nor pitch me in the mire, nor leave me like a firebrand in the dark, unless she bid 'em. For every trifle they set upon me. Oh, now, lo! Here comes a spirit of hers, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind me.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. And another storm's brewing, I hear it sing in the wind. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. He smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell, a kind of not the newest Poor John, a strange fish. Were I in England now as I once was, and had but this fish painted, not a holiday fool there would but pay a piece of silver. There this beast would make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man. Legged like a man, and his fins like arms, warm. Oh my troth! I do now let loose my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately been struck with a thunderstroke. Oh, alas! Oh, the storm has come again. My best way is to crawl under his gabardine. There is no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. Here I shall lie until the dregs of the storm be past. I shall no more to sea, here shall I die ashore.
This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort. The master, the swabber, the boatswain, and I, the gunner, and his mate, loved Miles and Meg and Mary and Marjorie, but none of us cared for Kate, for she had a tongue with a tang.
Do not torment me.
What's the matter? Have we devils here?
The spirit torments me.
This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs with gotchas. I take it in a queue. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief if it be but for that. If I can recover him and keep him tame and get to Naples with him, he's a present fit for any emperor that ever trod on me's leather.
Thou dost me yet but little hurt. Thou wilt anon, I know it by thy trembling. No prosper works upon thee.
Come on your ways. Open your mouth. Here is that which will give language to you. Cat. Open your mouth. This will shake your shaking, I can tell you, in that soundly. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your mouth. And a fat lump. A most delicate monster. His forward voice is to speak well of his friend. His back makes him look like a hunchback. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come. Amen. I will pour some in thy water pouch. Stefano! Doth thy other mouth call me?
mercy, mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spoon.
Stefano! If thou beest Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I will pull thee by thy lesser legs. If any be Trinculos, these are they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the siege of this moon calf? Can he vent Trinculos?
Oh. I took him to be killed with a thunderstroke. Oh, but art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hope thou art not drowned. Oh, but is the storm overblown, Stefano? I hid me under the good moon calf's gabardine for fear of the storm. Oh, but art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano, do the Neapolitans escaped!
Oh, prithee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things, and if they be not sprite, that's a great God and very celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
How didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear by this bottle how thou camest hither.
I'll swear by that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
Here, swear then how thou escapest.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck.
Oh, here, swear to that. Kiss the book. Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stefano, have any more of this?
The whole butt, man. My cellar's in a rock by the seaside where my wine is hid. How now, moon calf? How knows thine ague?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out to the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when time was.
I have seen thee in her, and I do adore thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush.
Come, swear to that. Kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new contents. Swear.
By this light, this is a very shallow monster. I feared him. A very weak monster. Huh, the man in the moon. A most poor, credulous monster. Well-drawn monster, in good suit.
I'll show thee every fertile inch of the island, and I'll kiss thy foot. I pray thee be my God.
A most perfidious and drunken monster.
I'll kiss thy
When
foot.
God the slave he'll rob his bottle.
I'll swear myself thy true subject.
Come on then. Down and swear.
I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. A most scurvy monster. I could find it in my heart to beat him.
Come. Kiss.
But the poor monster's in drink. A most abominable monster.
I'll show thee the best springs. I'll pluck thee berries. I'll fish for thee and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll fetch him no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
A most ridiculous monster. To make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
Lead the way without any more talking. Trinculo, the king and all our men else being drowned,
Yeah.
we will inherit here.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah.
Where's my bottle? Fellow Trinculo,
Yeah.
we'll fill him by and
Goodbye again.
Oh, brave monster! Lead the way.
Pass a flask. Oh, yeah. Good.
Some sports are painful, and the labor delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor batters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead and makes my labor's pleasures.
Alas now, pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs that you enjoyed to pile. Pray now, set it down and rest you. When this burns, 'twill weep for having wearied you. My mother's hard at study. Pray now, rest yourself. She's safe for these 3 hours.
Oh, most dear mistress, the sun will set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature, I would rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you, and I would do it with much more ease, for my good will is to it, and yours is against.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me when you're by at night. I do beseech you, mainly that I may set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, mother, I've broken your head to say so.
Admired Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, worth what's best in the world. Full many a lady I with best regard, and many a time hath the harmony of their tongues brought into bond my too diligent ear. But you, oh you, so perfect, so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex, no woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own. Nor have I seen more that I may call men than you, good friend. How features are abroad, I am skilless of. But by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I shall desire no companion in the world but you.
I am, in my condition, Miranda, a prince. I do think a king. I would not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery, and to suffer the flesh fly blow my mouth, hear myself speak. The instant I saw you, did my heart fly to your service, and there resides to make slave to it, and for your sake am I this patient log man.
Do you love me?
O heaven, O earth, bear witness this sound and crown thy professed kind event. If I speak true, if hollowly invert what best is voted me to mischief, I beyond all limits of the earth do prize, love, and honor you.
I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of. Their encounter of two most rare affections. Heaven's rain grace on that increase between them.
Wherefore weep you?
At divine unworthiness, that dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling. I am your wife, if you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your fellow, you may deny me. But I will be your servant, whether you will or no.
My dearest mistress, and I thus humble ever.
My husband, then?
I, with a heart as willing, with bondage e'er of freedom, here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. And now farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000,000.
So glad of this day I cannot be who are surprised withal. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
Tell not me. When the bud is out, we will drink water, not a drop before. So, bear up, you boredom. Servant monster, drink to me. Servant monster, the folly of this isle. They say there's but 5 upon this isle, and we are 3 of them. If the other 2 be brained like us, mistake trotters. Drink, servant monster, when I bid thee.
Thy eyes are almost set in thy head.
Where else would they be set? You were a brave monster indeed if they were set in his tail.
The poor monster hath drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, the sea could not drown me. I swam ere I could recover the shore, 35 leagues off and on. By this lake, you shall be my lieutenant. Or my standard.
Your lieutenant, if you list, he's no standard.
We'll not run, monsieur, monster.
Nor go neither, yet you'll lie like dogs, but say nothing neither.
Mooncalf, speak once in thy life, if thou beest a good mooncalf.
How does thy honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I'll not serve him, he's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster! I'm in case to jostle a constable. Why, thou debauchest fish, thou! Was there ever a man a coward that hath drunk so much sack as I today? Ugh! Wilt thou tell a monstrous lie, being half a fish and half a monster?
Lo, how he mocks me. Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Lord, quoth he, that the monster should be such a natural.
Lo, again, bite him to death, I prithee.
Tranquilo. Keep a good tongue in your head. If you're true mutineer, The next tree.
The poor monster's my subject.
And he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Wilt thou be pleased to hearken once again to the suit I made to thee?
Marry will I. Kneel and repeat it. I will stand, and so shall Trinculo.
As I told thee before, this island is ruled by a tyrant, a sorceress that by her cunning hath cheated me of this island.
Thou liest.
Thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou! I would my valiant master would destroy thee.
Trinculo, if you trouble him any more in its tail, by this hand, I will supplant some of your teeth.
Why, I said nothing.
My men, and no more.
Proceed.
I say by sorcery she got this isle. From me she got it. If thy greatness will revenge it on her, for I know thou darest, but this thing dare not.
That's most certain.
Thou shalt be lord of it, and I'll serve thee.
How now shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yea, my lord. I'll lead her thee asleep where thou mayst knock her a nail into her head.
Thou liest, thou canst not.
What a pine ninny's this, thou scurvy patch?
Forward with your tail. Prithee, stand farther.
Beat him enough. After a little time I'll beat him too.
Stand farther off.
Come. Proceed.
Why, as I told thee, 'tis a custom of hers in the afternoon to sleep, where thou mayst drain her, having first seized her books, or batter her skull with a log, or hunt her with a stake, or cut her weasand with thy knife. Remember first to possess her books, for without them she's but a sot as I am, and hath not one spirit to command. They all do hate her as rootedly as I. Burn but her books, and that most deeply to consider is the beauty of her daughter. She herself calls her a nonpareil.
Is it so? Brave, alas.
Aye, she will become thy bed, I warrant, and bring thee forth brave brood.
I will kill this woman. Her daughter and I will be king and queen, save our graces, and Trinculo and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand.
I'm sorry I beat thee. But whilst thou livest, keep a good tongue in your head.
Within a half hour will she be asleep. Wilt thou destroy her then?
I've my honor.
This will I tell my mistress.
Thou makest me merry, I am full of pleasure. Let us be jocund. Wilt thou troll the catch that should not be put while here?
At thy request, monster, I will do reason. Any reason.
Come, Trinculo.
Come, Trinculo.
Let us sing.
That's not the tune.
What is this say?
This is the tune of our catch, played by the picture of nobody.
If thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, take it as thou list.
Oh, forgive me my sins.
For he who dies pays all debts. I defy thee, mercy upon us.
Art thou afeard?
No, monster, not I.
Be sounds and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twanging instruments will hum about my ears, and sometimes voices that if I then had waked after long sleep, would make me sleep again. And sometimes in dreaming, the clouds methought would open to shower riches upon me, that if I then had waked, I cried to dream again.
This will prove a brave kingdom to me, for I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prosper is destroyed,
There shall be by and by.
I remember the story. The sound is going away. Let's follow it and after do our work.
Plead, monster. I would I could see this taborer. He lays it on.
Wilt come? I'll follow Stephanie.
By our luck, and I can go no further, sir. My old bones ache. Here's a maze trodden deep through forthrights and meanders. By your patience, I needs must rest thee.
I cannot blame thee. When myself attached with weariness to the dwelling of my spirits. Sit down and rest. Even here I'll put off hope no longer for my platter. He is drowned. We must restrain it behind, and the sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Let him go.
I am right glad he is so out of hope. Do not for one repulse forego the purpose you resolve to effect.
The next advantage we will take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight, for now they are oppressed with trouble. They will not nor cannot use such vigilance as when they are fresh.
Say tonight. No more.
What harmony is this? My good friend's heart.
Marvelous sweet music.
Give us kind keepers, heavens. What were these?
A living drawing. Now I would believe the day. Unicorns that in Arabia there is one tree, the phoenix grove, and there is one phoenix, the sour rain there.
I'll believe both. And what else does one credit come to me, and I'll be sworn 'tis true. Travelers never did lie, though fools at home condemn 'em.
If in Naples I should report this now, would they believe me?
Oh, this lady, thou hast said well. For some of you there present are worse than devils.
I cannot too much use such shape, such gesture, and such sound, expressing all that they want use of tongue, an excellent kind of dumb discourse.
Praise the departing.
Rather strangely.
No matter, since they have left their viands behind. And we have empty stomachs. Would you please taste of what is here?
Faith, sir, you need not fear. When we were young, who would believe that there were mountaineers, jeweled up like bulls, whose throats had hanging at them wallets of flesh, or that there were such men whose heads stood in their breasts, which now we find each putter out of 5 for 1 will bring us good warrant of.
I will stand to him for thee, although my last, no matter. Let's give up this past. Brother, my lord the Duke, stand to him as we.
That's my message to you. That you three of Milan did supplant, good, prosper, exposed unto the sea which hath requited her and her innocent child. For which vow did the cowards delay, not forgetting happy saints of seas and shores, yea, all the creatures against your peace. Give thy son a life have irreverence, and denounced by me, lingering perdition worse than any death could be at one shall step by step attend you, and your way to use wrath to guard you from, else here on this most desolate isle is nothing but a hard sorrow and a clear life ensuing. Bravely the figure of this harpy hast thou performed my area, a grace cat devoured. Of my instruction hast thou nothing bated in what thou hast to say. So good life in observation strain, my meaner ministers their several kinds have done. My high comes work, and these, mine enemies, are all knit up in their distractions. They are now in my power. And in these feats I leave them, while I visit young Ferdinand, whom they suppose is drowned, and he's in my love darling.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, it is monstrous, monstrous! Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me, and that thundered. That deep and dreadful organ pipe pronounced the name of Prosper. It debased my trespass. Therefore in the ooze my son is bedded, and I'll sink him deeper than ever plummets down.
What? One fiend at a time. I'll fight the ancient door.
I'll be thy second.
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like poison given to work a great time after, now begins to bite the spirits. I do beseech you that are of suppler joints, follow them and hinder them from what this ecstasy may now provoke them to.
Follow, I pray you.
If I have so austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends, for I have here given you a third of mine own life, or for that of which I live. Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast of her, for you will find that she will outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her.
I do believe it against an oracle.
It is my gift and thine own acquisition, worthily purchased. Take my daughter. But if thou dost plan to take to bed before all sanctimonious ceremonies may with full and holy rite be ministered, no sweet aspersion shall the heavens let fall to make the contract grow, but barren hate, sour-eyed disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed, weed so loathly that you shall hate it both. Therefore take heed, a time's lamp shall light you.
As I hope for quiet days, fair issue, and long life of such love as 'tis now. The murkiest and the strongest suggestion, the most opportune place, shall never melt mine honor into lust to take away the edge of that day's celebration when I shall think our Phoebus is foundered, or night kept chained below.
Fairly spoke. Sit then and talk with her, she is thine own. What, my industrious servant, Ariel? What would my potent mistress? Here I am. Thou and thy meaner fellows did worthily perform in your last service, and I must use you in such another trick. Go bring the rabble over whom I give you power here to this place. Incite them to quick motion. I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine own. It is my promise, and they expect it of me.
Presently,
I with a twink.
before you can say come and go and breathe twice and cry so, each one tripping on his toe will be here with mop and mow. Do you love me, mistress?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel, do not approach approached her thou dost hear me call.
Oh, I can see it.
Look thou, be true. Do not give dalliance too much the rein. The strongest oaths are straw to the fire and blood. Be more abstemious, or else good night you're bound.
I warned you, madam, the white cold virgin snow upon my heart abates the ardor of my liver.
Well, now come my Ariel, bring a corollary rather than want of spirit. Up here and pearly. No tongue, all eyes be silent.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, vetches, oats, and peas, thy turfy mountains, where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads thatched with stover, thy banks of pioneer and tulip brims, which spongy April at thy hester trims, to make cold nymphs chase crowns, and thy bloom groves, whose shadow the dismissive bachelor loves. Being last morn, thy pulpit vineyard, and thy sea marsh sterile and rocky hard, where thou thyself dost air, the queen of the sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I, bids thee leave these, and with her sovereign grace, here in this grass plot, in this very place, to come and sport, her peacocks fly made. Approach, rich Ceres, her to entertain.
Hail, many-colored messenger, that ne'er dost disobey the wife of Jupiter, who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffuses honey drops, refreshing showers, and with each end of thy blue bow dost crown my bosky acres of my untroubled ground. Rich scarf to my crowner, why hath thy queen covered me hitherto short grass green?
A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donation freely to estate, on the blessed lovers.
Tell me, heavenly bow, do Venus or her son, as thou dost know, attend the queen? Since her and her scandal boys did plot that dusky diss my daughter lot, her company I have forsworn.
Of her society, be not afraid. I wonder Dede, cutting the clouds towards Paphos, and her son jumping on with her. Here thought they to have done some one charm upon this man and maid, whose vows are that no bedrat shall be paid, till Hymen's torch be lighted. But in vain, Mars's hot minion is returned again. Her waspish-headed son has broke his arrows, swears he will shoot no more, but play with sparrows and be a boy right out.
Highest queen of state, great Juno comes. I know her by her gait.
My bounteous sister, go with me to bless this twain, that they may prosperous be and honored in their issue.
This is a majestic vision and harmonious charmingly. May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits which by mine art I call from their confines to enact my present fancies.
Let me live here ever. Such a wondered mother and wife makes this place paradise.
Sweet now, silence. Juno and Ceres whisper seriously. There's something else to do. Hush and be mute, or else our spell is marred.
You nymphs, called naiads of the wandering brooks, with your scented crowns and ever harmless looks, leave your crisp channels, and on this green land, answer your summons. Juno does command. You sunburned sicklemen of August fairy, come hither from the furrow, and be married! The meaning of the force, someone come well done! Avoid no more.
This is strange. A passion works your mother strongly.
Never till this day saw I ever touched with anchors with his temper.
Oh, you do look, my son, in a moving sword as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels are now ended, and these our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and they are melted into air, into thin air. Oh, sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness. My old brain is troubled. Be not starved with my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire into my cell and there repose. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
Come with the thought, I thank thee, Ariel. Come.
Thy thoughts I cleave to, what's thy pleasure?
Speak spirit, we must prepare to meet the Valdez caravan.
Aye, my commandress, when I presented Ceres, I thought to have reminded thee of it, but I feared lest that I anger thee.
Say again, where didst thou leave these varlets?
Oh, I told you, lady, they were red hot with drinking, so full of valor that they smote the air for breathing in their faces, beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending towards their project. Then I beat my tabor, at which, like unbacked colts, they pricked their ears, advanced their eyelids, and lifted their noses as they smelled music. Then calf-like they my lowing followed through toothed riders, sharp furzes, and thorns which entered their frail shins. And at last I left them in the filthy mantle pool beyond thy cell, there dancing up to their chins in the foul lake that o'er sunk their face.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible, retain thou still. The trumpery in my house, go bring it hither, which sail to ditch these thieves. A devil, a born devil, on whose nature and nurture can ever stink, on whom my pains, humanely taken, all lost, quite lost. And as with age his body uglier grows, and so his mind cankers, I will plague them all, even to roaring. Come, hang him on this line.
Softly so that the flying bolt may not hear her footfall. We now are near herself.
Monster, your fairy, which you say is a harmless fairy, has done little better than play the jack with us.
Monster, I do smell all horse piss, at which my nose is in great indignation.
So is mine. Do you hear, monster? If I should take a displeasure against you, look you!
Thou art but a lost monster.
Good my lord, give me thy favor still. Be patient, for the prize I'll bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly, all's quiet as midnight yet.
Aye, but to lose our bottles in the pool.
There is not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, there is infinite loss.
For thee, my king, be quiet. See, this here, this is the mouth of the cell. No noise and enter. Do that good mischief, which may make the island thine own forever, and I thy Caliban, for I thy foot liquor.
Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts. Oh, dear, King worthy Stefano, oh, the royal wardrobe is here for thee.
Let it alone, thou fool, it is but trash.
Oh, come now, monster. We know it belongs to a frippery. Oh, Stefano.
Tranquillo, put that gown down. By this hand, I will have that gown.
You do. We steal my line and level like your grace.
I thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it, which will not go unrewarded when I am king of this country. Steal by line and level is an excellent passive pate. Here's another garment for it.
Hey, Melty, hey! Summer! They go summer! There, yay! So charge my goblins that they grind their convulsions, shoring up their sinews, and more pitch-spotted make them than pard or catamount. Hark they roar, let them hunted sound. At this hour lies my mercy, all mine enemies. Surely shall all my labors end, and thou shalt have the air of freedom. For a little follow would do me service. its way. My high charms work, and these, mine enemies, are all knit up in their distractions. How's the day?
The 6th hour, my lady, at which time you said our work should cease.
I did say so when I first raised the Tempest. Say, Spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge all prisoners, lady. They cannot budge to your release. The king, his brother, and yours abide all three distracted, and the remainder mourning over them, brimful of sorrow and dismay. But her that you termed the good old Lady Gonzala, her tears run down her face like winter's drops off of eaves of reeds. And your charm so strongly works them that if you now beheld them, lady, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, Spirit?
Well, mine would, lady, if I were human.
Mine shall. As thou which art but air, a touch, a feeling of their afflictions, and shall not myself one of their kind, of which all the sharply passionate may be kindly moved than thou art. Though with their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet my nobler reason against my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in virtue forbidding vengeance. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, they shall be themselves again.
I'll fetch them, lady.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes and groves, and ye that on the sands with printless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune, and do fly him when he comes back. By whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous wind, and betwixt the green sea in azure gulf set roaring war, and to the dread rattling thunder I have given fire, and lifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I have worked mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it in certain fathoms of the earth, and deeper did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. A solemn air and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy, cure thy brains, no use, boiled in thy skull. There, stand, for you are spell-soaked. O holy Gonzala, honest woman, mine eyes, even sociable to the show of thine, fall featherly drops. My true preserver and loyal lady, to him you followest. I will pay thy graces home, both in word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood. You, brother mine, that entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature, and whom with Sebastian, whose inward pinches are most strong, but here have killed your king. I do forgive thee, unnatural as thou art. Ariel, fetch me my cloak and my saddle. I will use it to discase me and myself present as I was some time in Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free. That's my spirit. I shall miss thee. But thou shalt have freedom.
All torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabit us here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir Liege, the wronged Duchess of Milan prospereth. For more assurance that a living princess does now speak to thee, I embrace thee, and to thee in thy company but a hearty welcome.
Whether thou be a sheer no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse thee, as late as I have been, I not know. My pulse beats of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, thy affliction of my mind amends, with which a fear of madness held me. This must crave, and if it be at all, a most strange story. Thy duchy I resign, and to entreat thou pardon me my wrongs, but how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or not, I'll not swear.
You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle, and that will not let you believe things certain. Welcome, my friends, all. But you, my grace of lords, were I so minded, I here could pluck his highness's frown upon you and justify you traitors. At this time I will tell no tales.
The devil speaks in her.
No! But you most wicked sir, whom to call a brother would even infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest faults, all of them, and require my duchy of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation. How thou hast met us here, whom great our sins were racked up upon this shore, where I have lost. Oh, how sharp a point your remembrance this is. My dear son Ferdinand.
I am woe for it, sir.
Irreparable the loss. Patience says is past your cure.
I rather think you have not sought our help, of whose sovereign grace for the like loss have I her sovereign aid.
The like loss.
It's great to me as late, and supportable to make the dear loss of I means much weaker, for I have lost my daughter.
A daughter. Oh, heavens are looking both in Naples, the king and queen there. That they were. I wish myself were mud in that rosy bed or my son lied. Where did you lose your daughter?
In his last Tempest. I do perceive these lords at this encounter do so much admire that they devour the reason. Their eyes scarce do offices of truth, their words are natural breath. This sells my court. Here have I few attendants and subjects known abroad, I pray you look in. And, my duchy, since you have given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing, at least bring forth a wanderer to content you as much as me my duchy.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest lover, not for the world.
Yes, first you are a king whom you should wrangle, and I would call it fair play.
If this grew a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I've cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise and say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder! How many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it! 'Tis new to thee.
And who is this maid with whom thou wast at play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Is she the goddess that hath severed us and brought us together?
She is mortal, but by immortal providence she is mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for advice, nor thought I had one. She is the daughter of this famous Duchess of Milan, of whom I have heard renowned, but never saw before, and of whom I have received a second life, and a second mother this lady makes her to me.
And I am hers. But oh, how odd it must sound, I must ask my child for forgiveness.
There, sir, stop. Do not burden our remembrances with a heaviness that's gone.
I have inly wept, or I should have spoke ere this. Oh, look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown, for it is you that have chalked forth the way that has brought us hither.
I say, amen, Gonzalo.
Was Milan thrust from Milan, that his issue may become kings of Naples? Oh, rejoice beyond a common joy, and set it down in gold on lasting pillars.
Now give me your hands. That grief and sorrow still embrace this heart that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so. Amen.
Blessed, well done. Bravely my diligence, thou shalt be free.
These are not natural events. They strengthen from strange to stranger. There be more in this business than nature has ever conduct of. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge.
Sir, my liege, do not infest your mind with the beatable strangeness of this business. At pick leisure, which shall be shortly, single all resolve you, which to you shall seem probable of every these happened accidents, till when be cheerful and think of each thing well. Ariel, set Caliban and his companions free, untie the spell. How fares my gracious sir? There are yet missing of your company a few odd lads that you remember not.
Every man shift for all the rest, and let no man care for himself. For all is but for fortune. Coraggio, bully monster. Coraggio!
If these be true spies which I wear in my head, this here is a goodly sight.
Oh, Setebos, these be brave spirits indeed. How fine my master is. I'm afraid she will chastise me.
What things are these, my Lord Antonio?
Will money buy it?
Very like. One of them is a plain fish and no doubt marketable.
Mark what the badges of these men, my lords, and say if they be true. This misshapen knave, his mother was a witch, and one so strong she could control the moon, make flows and ebbs, and deal in command without her power. These three have robbed me, and this demi-devil, for he's a bastard one, had plotted with them to take my life. These two you must know and own. This thing of darkness I acknowledge as mine.
I shall be pinched to death.
Is this not Stefano, my drunken butler?
Well, he is drunk now. Where had he wine?
And Trinculo is really ripe? Where had they find this grand liquor that hath builded them? How thou camest in this pickle?
I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last. I fear me it will never be out of my bones. I shall not see your fly bones.
How now, Stefano?
Oh, touch me not! I'm not Stefano, but a cramp.
You be king of the isle, sir?
I should be a sore one then.
This is as strange a thing as ever I looked on.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as is his shape. Go, sirrah, to my cell. Take with you your companions, and as you look to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
I will, and hereafter seek for grace. For thrice double ass was I to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go to, away.
Hence, and bestow your luggage where you found it.
Or stole it, rather.
Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell, where you shall take your rest for this one night, which part of it I waste with such discourse as I shall not doubt will go quick away. The story of my life, and the particular accidents gone by since I came to the isle. Then, in the morn, I'll bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I hope to see the nuptial of our dear beloved solemnized.
I long to hear the story of your life, which must take to the ear strangely.
I'll deliver all, and promise calm seas, auspicious gales, and sail so expeditious that shall catch your royal fleet far off. Ariel, my chick, that is thy charge, then to the elements be free, and fare thou well. Please you, draw near. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's mine own, just most faint. Now 'tis true I must be here confined by you, or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I have my duchy got and pardon the deceiver, dwell in this fair island by your spell. But release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails. Trust to please. Now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by prayer that pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardons be, let your indulgence set me free.
I love them.
I'll just eat lemon by like the whole thing. Like, lemon and like